In a shocking twist that's shaking up public opinion and pop culture, Meghan Markle is reportedly feeling the heat as social media erupts over a new parody led by conservative commentator Megyn Kelly. This satire, titled With Love, is hitting hard at Markle's public persona and her media endeavors. And guess what? It's receiving rave reviews for being sharper, more genuine, and downright entertaining compared to Markle's own Netflix series of the same name, which, let's face it, flopped with both critics and viewers. For someone who once basked in the glow of being an innovative figure in the media, this comparison has got to sting. Just hours after its release, With Love shot to the top of digital engagement charts, and audiences are applauding its biting humor and clever critique of celebrity insincerity. Meanwhile, Markle is becoming the face of derision online, with hashtags like #WithLoveTheRealOne and #MegynWinsAgain trending as users circulate clips and quotes that shine a light on some of her most infamous remarks from her tell-all interviews and Netflix projects. People are not holding back. Markle's original production has been labeled out of touch, narcissistic, and overly scripted. Let's be real here, her Netflix ventures have consistently missed the mark despite the massive budgets they were given. With Love was supposed to be a sincere exploration of modern love and identity, but viewers are calling it superficial, overly curated, and lacking any real emotional depth. On the flip side, Kelly's parody draws a clear line, using satire to expose the contradictions in Markle's public image. Here's a woman who claims to despise media intrusion yet has built a career around meticulously crafted narratives of trauma and vulnerability. It's almost poetic, don't you think? Insiders are spilling the tea, claiming Megyn is genuinely troubled by how well the parody is doing. Rumors are swirling that she's even considered legal action to take down parts of it. But let's be honest, that might just backfire spectacularly. Instead of silencing the critics, it could amplify the backlash. Her PR team is scrambling, trying to release feel-good stories through sympathetic media outlets that emphasize her commitment to positive storytelling and genuine representation. But despite these efforts, the damage is done. Even those who were once neutral are starting to raise eyebrows about Megyn's creative credibility. This isn't the first time Megyn's been overshadowed in the media landscape she's trying to navigate. Remember her Spotify deal? It fell apart after just one season of Archetypes, with critics saying it was more about her self-promotion than any meaningful content. Meanwhile, her competitors are thriving by stripping away the polished facade that Megyn seems desperate to maintain. The irony here is mind-boggling. A satire crafted by one of her most vocal critics is getting way more love than her own work. As the public grows increasingly disenchanted with the celebrity activism that seems cloaked in self-interest, Megyn's brand is losing its grip. It's almost poetic justice. A duchess who once prided herself on controlling her narrative now finds herself the subject of a parody that is resonating more than anything she's produced. Increasing skepticism surrounding Meghan Markle's media pursuits has sparked heated debates about the authenticity of her intentions. Although she and Harry tout their media projects as vehicles for social change and raising awareness about vital issues, their work often comes off as superficial and heavily self-promotional. The overwhelming success of Kelly's With Love, which provides a thoughtful critique of Meghan's personal brand, underscores a significant shift in public sentiment. People are starting to get tired of the royal couple's self-proclaimed activism. What viewers really crave now is something real, an authentic approach to storytelling and social justice that doesn't feel like an elaborate PR stunt. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room. People are outright tired of the royal couple's narrative. The more they push their image as activists, the more the public seems to recoil. It's a classic case of the audience calling out the perceived hypocrisy. For someone like Megyn, who has built her entire identity around a quest for authenticity, the backlash must feel like a slap in the face. As social media continues to buzz, it's evident that the tide is turning against the carefully curated image that Megyn has worked so hard to maintain. The backlash against her Netflix projects and the rise of Kelly's parody signal a growing demand for content that feels real, raw, and relatable. In a landscape where authenticity is king, Megyn's polished narratives are starting to crumble under scrutiny. Viewers are not just looking for stories, they want genuine connections, real emotions, and authentic experiences. The days of celebrity culture being immune to criticism are fading, and the audience is ready to hold these public figures accountable. As the conversation continues, it's clear that the public's appetite for authenticity is stronger than ever. Meghan Markle, once seen as a trailblazer, now finds herself grappling with the reality that her carefully constructed image is more fragile than she ever anticipated. The backlash against her media projects and the success of With Love might just be the wake-up call she needs. In the end, it all comes down to this: the world is changing, and so are the expectations of its stars. Audiences are no longer willing to buy into the glamorous narratives that lack substance. They want authenticity, and if Megyn can't deliver that, she risks fading into the background of a pop culture landscape that is moving on without her. So, what's next for Meghan Markle? Will she adapt to the shifting tides, or will she continue to fight against the very forces that are reshaping public opinion? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, the world is watching, and they won't be silenced. The conversation is far from over, and it's going to get even more intense as the scrutiny mounts. Buckle up, this is just the beginning.